This is probably the biggest mistake I see beginners make in the field, welding fence and stuff. I actually got into a mile of fence early 2000 at an Air Force base, long story short. And the reason I got it was because I was welding my cross panels to the upright poles all the way around. The people that did it before me, these were $800,000 homes. The shop that did it before me, A, they didn't have a wire feeder. B, they didn't know how to weld. So they'd come in and they'd put a tack, literally a tack, on each side. And then they got like a 2-pound bucket of butyl rubber. They just dipped their fingers in the rubber and they smeared rubber around it. 90 days old, man, $800,000 homes, and all the fence was rusting and falling down. So they wanted to know if I could go in there and fix it for them. I told them, yeah, but I said, I got to backburn all that goddamn rubber off everything before I can even strike an arc on it. So I didn't take a day off for like 3.5 months, 7 days a week for pushing 4 months. This guy came up from the Air Force base. I seen him walking up the alley. It was on a Sunday. He kept pop my helmet, he's getting closer, pop my helmet, he's getting closer, and it's like, well, looks this guy's heading for me. And he walked right up and he says, man, we heard somebody actually welds the cross panels to the tube and doesn't use rubber. Yeah, that'd be me, man. I don't do rubber. So how would you like a mile of fence, you know? And that ended up being a mile of fence on top of fixing this other shop's garbage. But this is what I ended up telling these guys. They were all, oh, we can't weld nothing. You know, we can't weld the overheads or anything. Well, weld your overhead first down here while your steel's cold. Weld that overhead, then do your downs or ups, you know. And then save that easy one for last while the steel's hot. You do the top first and then do the sides. Well, now the damn steel's 800 degrees and you got to get in there and try to run an overhead on that 11 gauge without blowing a hole through it. So just a quick tip, man, for you beginners when you're doing your fence and rail and stuff. Do the bottom first. Do your sides next. Save the top one, which is easiest, for last. It'll work out a lot better. You can't, on that 11 gauge, it's tough even for me to do the top, the sides, and then do that overhead. I can do it, but it's a lot hotter and a lot harder. So you newer people, man, do the hard one first. Do the overhead, do your sides, then move on to the top. Life will be a lot easier and you'll be able to weld it all the way around. You won't be stuck in rubber land like these other idiots were. So just passing that tip on, man. Everybody be safe.